Yaba bonkomo aha ayo all sports GH. Nyakubon on show on domo on kan hu bebre say wenya ye ho adage ene day no I very tight say programs awodo ya wodo ni niam ntino yasan so ababio nti no rest necessary ye be adwuma edema nti stories no dia wasa wotse ni nyina no of course about and of course you know so this as usual back to back latest sports updates. Let's get going. Memo updates ni nyina what you say. And then Manchester United for mo amunya kwan ehwe game no mu game no sen Muli Leeds United no jama kwaje kakra jawe ne den say die and then nipa 45,345 in the Rust Stadium war 45,345 and Rust Stadium war na a very interesting game though among for extra results and a lot of people are not happy coach the crowd raise the concerns be but many remu na fe maybe shall say in free ho na me rewra connection nyina enfama Harry Maguire. First of all, he's one guy na man for be say ni prano e serious ana because among for a big concern kakra bi a obe ball kakra wo fi akire bai wo bai wasan so bi pra. Well, matter say mpenyifo no say enye serious injury nebom it was pre-planned say ombo kakra bi na omunyini emfrem. That is according to them. And Amorim echo the normal 3-4-3. Ata Beinder, Luke Shaw, Delete, Mazrai, Ahmad, Diego Leon, akwadari nya chance ebobi, Casimiro Toby Collier, and a ball, Matisse Cunha, Bruno Fernandes, and Chido Obi Martin. Well, United for, of course, this is a preseason game. It's quite expected. Second half, you know, SWAT team for fraud man. I mean, team, you know, it is quite expected. But game the it's ended in a goalless draw. Now, game no ended way and Ruben Amorim for the mommy. Also say I did back when he said it was set almost creative bond between the players. Or say any players don't between technical staff and any place no so because when we say bond building still on one onye huni and obisan say na who Matisse Cunha saying and as Cunha there say omo last season or say omo Cunha playing well a different team na say we a different team na wasan so ababetom which is Manchester United na obehia mre to build the connection with some of the players or say we who now I will share game ni bi so awususu say partnership no on Bruno Fernandes or say na connection in shade ni wo and it is normal because or say omehia emre na once they build their games they play they stay they train together na there sa bond na all kano enche kra and also ebeba and no be sense na Diego Leon akwara no man a chance mani bobo ni bi who the performance na saying and also akwara and I don't know if you paraguay buy or say 2 weeks in here and now ono mo ananse a training kakra also so far we say eya nesa osua de na onyema bebre susu a osua but or say the game itself na de ono na or you impressed with Diego Leon or say or your top player or you impressed with the performance and na Ruben Amorim essential for be say the game no ankasa no problem ben na e buy a ama mo ntimi enwin this game no also one of the things what observe power in the game no was that team no lack pace especially over the middle of the pack so same way Amorim waka bi pay ye season no o kan say ni mpanyfo no empe midfielder a ball or the ball no true me ka so ohia pace e wo midfield wo and once so repeat that dey we bio into a senior team like pace e wo mfimfin wo na ofeel say onya saade na abetimi aboa ne ye pa say onya asa repeat that pace in some mfimfin we there very interesting but I mean it is what it is yeah say signings are echo na nimu nyina no Manchester United benya sa pace ni because for now United for midfielder na omo consider na let me say this say sa we for the indeed you know yes Yes, Manchester United and Cresse Omu inquire about him. They've asked about him together with Bayer Leverkusen and any other place. So, should be, first of all, what we can establish is the fact that United for I inquire about indeed, but Omu negotiating here BBA. They just asked because almost Manchester United priorities is here. Number 9. No, they are looking at player betting about number 9, and with regard to Saudi and Kramaminka. And so enka say sa number 9 na some na ye ka no column 1 din asanso abebiu say column 1 is one guy ya boni din abata team you know say look Manchester United are looking at way say Juventus phoning team conclude deal with PSG and they almost also quite try and so ahwe nti ebetwen say United for base because number 9 no open no they are looking at so many options and that's quite obvious and then Brian Mbuemu Abeni Bibia, why medical, so then it's Old Trafford, or then share van Muku Old Trafford, Eco pictures, Yamia Dumwa, watching which is Sunday. I don't know when you'll be watching this, but Sunday he'll go to Carrington. Now for you also so Awako in phone, he said Yabaya, of course, official unveiling, no, and so Ebeba, in the area and someone so Eba. Remember in China for yet one someone so Eddie abroad, Charlie Liverpool for hey. And I know the catch out 70 say Omadi. After say Newcastle for the 80 million euros a call for who go eketeka Newcastle for acquire Frankfurt for fee or mono Newcastle for Nsiwobio and I'm catch say Liverpool for the 83 million euros akọ amanko for no so omonji and I'm so keen till Liverpool for the second bid be kwa na hey in some ya me one true be told matter say Liverpool for the second bid ko and I was hey say Liverpool second bid say because here second bid in more abusan for matters the second bid near 90 million euros 90 million euros hey Liverpool who can take it because the entire margins say the same Liverpool and you may almost sound Sonny Alexander Isak kasa into my baby ha no almost sound so person mo baby into or baby ha me sure say obefo mu back because me who okay, anyway, but maybe dear, me sure so me for two nyina. Maybe you be one, but and now the second bid for who go ekete ko 90 million euros. Hey, Liverpool. Hey. And Alexander Isak you know. Story be about say Newcastle for no. Omo expecting 150 million pounds so and euros, almost say pounds. 150 million pounds. It is a Liverpool for chinchine omo pa. Omo first ask because the entire make us and say and Celtic any Newcastle for friendly game. Na Celtic I said Newcastle 4-0 game no. Alexander Isak wa mobo ni bi. Wa mobo ni bi. Emma Newcastle for front three no ball Jacob Murphy, Harvey Barnes and a ball Usula. Inti wama Alexander Isak Ambobi. And essential for Kobisa coach Eddie House master. Ade. And a mobile crucial game. One Alexander Isak Ambobo ni bi. Ade you cause him so on pride. Inti transfer na obeko Liverpool insira na. And the coach say, it was my decision. I decided to send him home due to the speculation around him. Listen to what the coach is saying. It was on one decision, on one I catch the boy and he say, Uncle Faye, because speculations were around him. No, I say a dose be and on to us what I say. So I say, boy, an instant bencher. And that's on stance in the motion. No, I unfair to the player because I know crash the pressure about two boy. No, so after a month for the camera, but to so send him to catch a boy and say, "Oh, the uncle feel born and your own money will be a say speculations are. I want who be brino and so a dose. Papa, you know, I know answer ma. Eddie how I can with regard to Alexander Isak and Dintia. One man ambo boni be and I'm for okay. So I'm boni be the NHS say. I did the coach no crash to say Liverpool for a bit me. Alpha boy, if indeed they make the move, it's clearly say Newcastle are dropping the deal because they have can say on the speculations what now only the Nigerian say boy in the at the end of the transfer window. But when you drop the player at this crucial stage, I raise a lot of questions, and one of those things then amount for us spread say and the Newcastle for no are willing to sell. But what we can say for a fact and say there is this journalist very close to Liverpool. I can say Newcastle for no expecting something around 150 million pounds. Till Liverpool for more per day. We bet you 150 million pounds and I say 90 million euros. 90 million euros should give you 78 million pounds. Not too sure, but it should be around South figure. And you know, we bet you 150 now because Newcastle for clearly don't cheap and it dear. Say cheap pass Newcastle mention your meaning. Aton Alexander Isak cheap with the I doubt. So Liverpool have to take a decision. Charlie, and you have some kids to go. Okay, I went 2 minutes on the way. Now, the attendant said, Minoka say Galatasaray, and Manchester City for and negotiating for Ederson. Say, I catch us say, boy, no, Gala for any way you be. Now, I can't say City for Betia say, Gala for and say, oh, City, Yeniska, Ederson, when ye, and someone say, I say, they say, Minoka say, negotiations Gusua, and also a cost to giddy, and Yansam Ketua, may catch us Arsenal for Beko Singapore. Now, for your Marco Cotua or more preseason, also, and their squad na Econo, Mikel Arteta, and they would 30 place, and Odomoko Singapore. 8 of them, Arsenal and Quadano. Let's say, of Quadani 8. And 30 players in Quadani 8, and it's senior ones near 22. So these are the players that Mikel Arteta. He decided to do Mubeko, David Raya, or to play the Musisia Omoko, William Saliba, Ben White, Gabriel Magalhaes, Bukayo Saka, Martin Odegaard, Gabriel Martinelli, Juren Timber, Kepa, Jakub Kiwior, Christian Nugard, Alexander Zinchenko, Leandro Trossard, Ethan Nwaneri, Mikel Merino, Reece Nelson, Samba Lonkonga, Kai Havertz, Ricardo Calafiori, Tommy Setford, Martin Zubimendi, Louis Coppola, Declan Rice, Ismail Kabia, Josh Nichols, Miles Lewis Kelly, Alexia Royas, Max Bowman, Andre Harriman, and Amali Salmon. In the Arsenal squad, almost so at the air car with playing the next video, no we drew, of course, and once a man so at bro. In the team radio, Gusua or more air core, Fabio Vieira, dear. Team say, Onguso enya holidays, say sansa or the port of one club work up in on a crop period, you know, we don't know your holidays. Then Gabriela Susi, still away January London say. On Tonko no onion recovery sans and hodie, a young tone yet into the on the on Tonko Sunafi, onion recovery no into and one summer no Richard Rials, Palmeiras for defensive midfielder no, if I catch up 1 year ago, then it was Manchester United. Actually, now saying Roma for the bed, the call Palmeiras for some for being Kanwo, Muffa being Kanwan, Benfica 40 years serious. Roma to what's time Benfica Kofa boy no. Benfica for so made me to 30 million and now Palmeiras for open. Oh, me to which man. So Roma for the how many net china. Oh, Benfica for could chase card. Almost 25 plus 5. Into your more saying for the Beja to maybe 25.5 for the send ye. Sikala open. And one Benfica for and so at the Akotu to Roma for why is brutal. Player even Ferguson the Roma for announce what I say 40 million loan plus option in 40 million, just like we told you in our previous video. Roma for me for Ivan Ferguson for Brighton Hove Albion striker no name of Richard Rials the arena Ayeka a cabifi what I say in Porto for Eguso any Mediterranean air casa set a honor or send the goals and also person we call Inter Milan or Koyamfa Porto for some person my boy in the so and return it back no be kind and so Edema FC Porto into here the baby beyond here once seven so Edinburgh bro Charlie a brand for Marcus Rashford a picky man brutal a picky and then a picky chai I'll quampire our boo we are sitting in an name say a yabu the Etienne say. Says a dequenia break. Nancy o fire de kwama nancy de kwakeka ne ho kakra. Enti Rashford de ye no Barca for ne Rashford din komo no ene ne entourage din komo no one of those things Barca indicated some say na ketu ya 350 ni di omo sa sika no omunya. Enti first of all he needs to understand say obetse na ketu ya so. What as so otesu we are. Now, or indicated Manchester so bekwa. The answer Manchester United for betting loan plus option among because mandatory the omo Inti Marcus Rashford needed to fulfill wages now Barcelona free claim so until so bet yes there then Barcelona can proceed and discuss stuff with Manchester United. Of course, Manchester United are you open to sell or loan. Na loan no, so Manchester crash on bet see loan on pese na what you be artist or no say atam ni sika san so e de ma boy no. Dabi. Na the Manchester for no so onye. Iti boy ne see ase no. Barcelona for Manchester omo propose 5 million a year, 5 million euros a year and the dama Marcus Rashford. And see Marcus Rashford atiase ti watiase there Manchester United for the month fa. Nti na say na what you be aso a o magi sika bi free omo o masoma dwe omo ho. Let's say what they are clear. See let's say loan plus option na Barcelona for person omo de ba no. Omo kan ho asem. Let's say ti loan plus option no. Na man you for a pushy for mandatory, but Barcelona for say don't bet me ya no. Nti mate say loan plus option is around 35 million euros. 35 million euros and I made it. It's a loan plus option for Marcus Rashford for 35 million euros. Taketia no what is so 5 million eno ba beje. Nti 5 million in Barcelona na betua e dia man nti say we say Barcelona betua the entire salary. Well, it is true. So me can win in a way say Barcelona will pay the entire salary. It is true because the 5 million Barcelona are going to pay all of them. But when you might be deceived because if you see the entire salary, you might think say Sikana or J or Manchester United no derby. Barcelona for now negotiate. So for now, he's going to take 5 million. So Barcelona are going to pay all the entire salary. But I'm sure say intiasia bemu kakra. Inti kratasam eguso a ekoso say we bia to turn akwemu a Tuesday, Wednesday mu baby. What is Barcelona announce man nyawawa. There aka and say last minute two more bia dwen kosesa. Because as at this evening dem komo no akona nim ye pa me de wasem de brontia no kra no mo speedy up. Say abrantia ye fa Paul Victor was some man no contentam so a entam so anko loan na fe eja kwan mu nda won form mo already 3 Breton players and we see Edi Ama Barcelona. Steve Archibald between 1984 to 1988 Bobo and so Edema Barcelona over 78 games or 32 goals and oh yeah 1 assist. Afei Gary Lineker 1986 to 1989 also ball 138 games or 51 goals at Barcelona, 3 assists and Marcus bought 37 games, 5 goals, 2 assists. You know, Osha Britain plays Abebo at the Barcelona. We are looking at Rashford a bar. Now, but also saying 9. Rashford the Diano. I don't know say Gary Lineker will post him media to the IGA a year. Ono and Rashford and our waka at the above nature says say quite more dawa the amount Rashford on by last minute. BBB me say na to be some of these things yeah na here because Rashford wa bro a brepa and a basa person born and some kids what. Ain't a story and also a PFE hoba for now it is what it is. Let's move on now for your mom come from Marcus Rashford. Now see this story let me tell you what it is. Brazil, popular, in fact, some are credible, and that is why Chichuman so kakra. Exportee, one of the biggest, respected institutions in Brazil. And no more reports say, Rodrygo Goes, obviously Barca, and the boy need to come more papa, and hey, according to them, no say. Boy no ene ni papa ni Barca nkomo no wedi no ni nyina no say omo pe indications keke say obebo ani ade kwan mu da ho ade will try aso mu nkwa mu fa so yan approach ye first club e fan Real Madrid nti nkomo de omo say akoso ye param say what nti ensam na kire ma adwen say kwakra me kotie General Romero so say what is say sa asam na ya no kre no nti a what ne say Deco ene papa no Rodrygo Goes ni papa Eric Goes. You saw me din komo Snapchat. No me din komo sa for bare 1 month ni. O me din komo Snapchat. As somebody miss it. And I'm say, inti no kwa kran say because looks like Brazil source in the buy, no. Barcelona sources are also confirming the story. But my point is that, to what extent? Because say boy now I remember Barca. Now Barcelona quiet and now Real Madrid the name say Rodrygo goes. How is that going to happen? Because Madrid for them so make 100. Say Barca or 200, 300. It's how's that going to happen? It has some natural margin so kakra. And story no so if the player is not careful, no one be debunk story no. Because according to Central for some evidence, almost streak of messages boy ni bejeje na no be yepi. Them say no boy na be we are. One be church ni semu ya. Madrid fans ni be gano because nti wo no obo Madrid ni nyina won Barcelona di di nkomo we chire. It's a serious matter. Well, on your careful. Well, anyway, Manchester Barcelona media team, no, at the Stradia control Porta, a nim, a catcher and say, dancing senior, central for ne, a ja, Barcelona supporters, and said, we see do on what time social media in Yansam kids what. It's a some become we are now, Ochnasa, no, so many and trunk one, and see, on the Stradia control board of directors, then him say, Inca. And therefore, from someone announcer said the return of the company, no more announcement. Because they be at the median or more neighbor. It's in common penny for an announcement. There won't be a maninka. Nasa, and many be draw, na announcements will hire. Because it's here was also be shabu, na and sounds one quay. Na omu media team no na de bia omu ken kan atem didie no ibi crack da attack omu directly it was say de ne de kombenya campaign for no essa o madwen kakra Michel Platini say aklonfo agbewura ne dem hu no masesane medals makumaku 20 medals oji yeri nyankofo na sesan say na owo ne garden ni mu wa wa relax. Ti say the day be okopija ni ti a nkofo na esesa kwose na ni kosua pa na nkofo na esesa de ne de ko 20 medals and trophies are ono so age se nkofo no atam ni nyina so edeko and red in the end Tottenham esia kind Tottenham e show 2-0 yenua more kudos every bench ebe wonders and the kudos abobo bakubio ball na connection bi esu na akwahye utim se ne ujafo aye game ye papa musa Ghana for no dodo na bona baso Thomas Frank ni age at least was starting ye against Reading na Thomas Frank don't be say o players no still na ni memu aye hu omo Mano Solomon Mano de see nyina ni say wonya minor calf and akwada na so mkofa ne fi eja Asia wo by quarters so still on one onye fully fit into no and until decided is all drop on because these guys are not fully fit and they cannot play games for the team into I know someone else will pay few about Raheem Sterling diameter say Chelsea for Sterling pa like joke as will be a creme money dimbu hey it's just I say ni do credit fee Sterling Chelsea paid £47.5 million for him. Well, I'm being told to say Chelsea forces say 20 million people. Oh, why not? Why not? Since the Chelsea for expectation for Raheem Sterling Mate said 20 million and now we share him so meet me Aje Biel El Nasser Ronaldo team Omuko Austria now Omakwa preseason. Now coach Jesus Hohe and Hohe Jesus I don't squad he buy Osha the last name Ronaldo newo name mom Otavio ane Laporte omunka team ne ho coach ne say David ompom to omunti no baby enya de omo mabobo ne bi nti say Laporte de akase Atletico Bilbao for ne person of fan back nti two players no coach ne so omunko pet team for from bo asa say enya de obeso so omo so na nti eja omunka sana wa hu be hu de obesa oye ho asa coach so ompewa enya afi ne be hu chuka hwe Manchester United for per second goalkeeper it looks like sir did we Muntia John Victor Botafogo for goalkeeper eba na Sanso abebio na Sanso because in Brazil they are saying he said United for ababe enkwa boy no release close 6.8 million euros per 6.8 million euros per was say United for the bit yes cano yes United for the show serious injury yet they've not paid the money yet Into your head anymore. Say deal, no. United for a deal, no possible because you are looking at this guy and Royal Antwerp's goalkeeper, no Semmings. Into your head, whichever one are almost so able to me afar. Inter Milan for say plan A, plan B, plan C. Aya Ademola Lookman. It's a quite be a summer first when Ademola Lookman be an umenya. As I say. Nti say Ademola Lookman dey no ye because story about say I catch us say Nico Gonzalez from Juventus, but the reality is that his sister no abibie no assassin. The bien wa assassin almost some priority no mo person me discuss Juventus deal bia though more interest, but Juventus can't be bia because their full concentration is on Ademola Lookman and almost so ehwe ni muntie say deal no and also buy it one seven baba Galatasaray for and then when Manchester City for and negotiate on ball Manuel Akanji won komoni mo say dey dabi omonye Manuel Akanji something fact Akanji story in Phantom Checkra because they are looking at other options almost super so almost hwe them so okay ne maya dey mo fa Akanji dey no so ntonchen well yet twas we na first story and also e fa bro me say Barcelona for ne year complaints be say hwe Obso Santiago Bernabeu. Umuko twa picture dey aba say. Empanyifo no city council for no emo licenses. Someone from Bombo na say na Santiago Bernabeu tie. Say na neti. Na omo de na omo ye na akọ nim kakra no. O panyin wo say won tie ase. Na so na for no say dabi. Eye sisie e na omo support Madrid for them say hey Barca na Madrid. Bibia of the Beko, Bibia of the Beko. It's almost ACC, Penifoni ACC. Charlie, Victor Jokeres. Matse say, send a papa kusu, Sancho for Corner Papa, Amani Papa, with two Suma there, or send a banner per se of free Sport Lisbon. Sport Lisbon for us to so near, Quinze, Omejai, Amani Banako, Intino Papa, the Air Casano, or the Avrewo, no, a two Osusas. Papa. Oh, football business no more. You allow. As a papa no, yes, why emotional na fi. Oh, soon say Sports Lisbon for no news no. No munyai boy in the I don't know what they intend to do. Well, anyway, Real Madrid for Arsenal La Liga for now. Bomun tokwa nyansam ketwa. Yeah, but they have yet tabas. Nipa bako for. Na papa no nati you. Madrid for safe. 15 days ago. Any maybe Danny Cabayal or no ye captain of the team. Any other clubs the captains, especially Osasuna also captain, Ekosia La Liga from paying you for. Inti players to be bring Ekosia. Now one of those meetings are omo highlights Madrid concerns and which I'm come to tell you about. Na Ekoke Ohobi Cabayal or captains ni bi koy. And who have ye tabas? Who catch it almost say. Omo club World Cup no so mo ko omo animu a problem bi eni obama mo 3 weeks na afa wetimi agi o ma home inti Madrid force eye dan na wo kan sa asem na afa dey wadwen asesa your first game your person on your Osasuna bo ya kan have you tabas so on tia Madrid for say anya wa na wo ka wo meeting na say share Danny Cabaya mo nyina agbo papa ne say that say 21 days now. I'm say Madrid for air penalty is going to be very difficult. Sa 3 weeks no more penalty is going to be very difficult because at the end say team no Jabi Alonso nyame adoma 4th of August and a place ni nyina ebeba into omo 21 days off into 4th of August omo ba omo start preseason na ebi omo be 15 days mo be answer omo abo omo leg it say 21 days in Madrid for nya La Liga penny still have yet tabas since the semester. Do bet me ya na why no. When himself Matis Osasuna for no cry support Madrid say can postpone the game no. Na Osasuna na Madrid for share no mo me no cry propose date say come somebody ko share October 29. Tell us say and you go number chire date ayemo bolo. Oya Madrid inti una ba chire date ayemo bolo. Still na is have yet tabas on feel be asan. Yenya ne masa onya dia Obeso Sosani man, still no decision yet. Trent Alexander-Arnold holiday no or no OD Uta US. They say Trent and also US on also no holidays no OD ne kakra Diego Simeone baba kwa Usiakai Edema Napoli Gio Simeone says hey Obeso fi Napoli. Now say story about say pace for an epeno. Well, it is not true. It is true though, but boy they say on Philippines. Opese o free eating work crack with sense of abre. Inte Simeone ba Joe. Ever say obenya club because Martins also abre eating. Opese free eating. Now oko join a club foforo. Well, yes Barcelona for no send any see ekeka kono. They are not ruling out playing at the Montjuic until January. Yes, simply for be again who say in a stadium and something by there. And ye enjoy now for ye say be a January. Now you return now for your quack bobo. You know, you're trying to say Barcelona for paying for be taking decision because and no cranny makes a lot of sense. Now when you Montjuic January bedroom now for kwani mu ada kama kan anya sa what I say asemu anyway e ko nwochu a o kai no akwa we national team kwa no the national team ased the oye what best there's a free agent say on New York and ja obobobo games kakranka but say uja for train say obetimi asan so enya club for na afei wakwa akosi akan I'm so okay no problem Roma force so a friendly game na Roma are ana we za share friendly game o share 14-0 are ne how Roma vo chinkwada no am share o bebre 14 there are Richarlison matter say Palmeiras deal no Opesoko because what's not club with more nyebo ni bimbo and I World Cup so but matter say Richarlison I am very much interested in the deal. Inti you trying na afei Palmeiras the force so ebetimi agree on a figure na afei deal no and so etimi akonkan inti Richarlison back to Brazil send you back I think some days ago no throw do yes boy no it show proper interest on also per se or join the club no yeche besan so aba e de foforo e de abro back to back